Good morning, grade 1 students. Today is the lesson where we will learn how do we subtract 3-digit numbers. Okay, before we start, let's do some revision, okay? Do you remember all of this? Yes, we're working with 3-digit numbers. And when the numbers have 3 digits, you should know their names. Okay, we're starting from the back. The number that is last is in the ones place. The number in the middle is in the tens place. And the number that is in the front is in the hundreds place. Here is the number that has only 2 digits. Two numbers, 2 digits. Number 2 is in the ones place and number 1 is in the tens place. We already know that. And we already know this lesson. When you have one single block, it represents only 1. But when you get 10 of them, 10 group of ones that make 10 can be formed into one block of 10. That will be 10. Block of 10. 10 single ones make one block of 10. And you know that 10 blocks of tens will equal how much? 100. Yes. So we need to know that this is a very important part of our lesson today. Okay, what we are going to do today is subtraction. Subtraction. What does it mean, subtraction or subtract? When you subtract, everyone, you take away. Take away. And you use the symbol that we call minus. What do we call that symbol? Minus. So when you're subtracting, you take away. You take away and you use the symbol called minus. Like this. 8 take away 5. 8 minus 5. How much is that? You will put 8 fingers up and 5 fingers put down. Now, how many fingers will you have left? 3. 3 take away 2. What will you do? You will put 3 fingers up on your hand and 2 of them will go down. How many fingers will you have left? 1 only. Now let's try this one. Put 9 fingers up and take 7 down. How many fingers will you have left? 9 take away 7 will be 2. 6 minus 2. 6 fingers up and take 2 fingers down. How many will you have left? 4. So do you understand what is subtraction? Taking away. If you don't want to use your fingers, you can also use a drawing. You can draw yourself 6 circles and cross 2 circles out and see how many will be left. This is called subtraction. Now, yesterday we had 3-digit addition and I explained to you how we work with addition. But today we will work with subtraction. Now, look at this example. Here, we always do addition or subtraction in a column starting with the ones digits. So always start with ones digits and you will work it this way. Ones with ones. 6 take away 2 equals 4. When you finish that, you will move on to the next column, the tens column. 3 tens take away 1 10 will be only 2 tens, which is 20. So the answer will be 24. This is subtraction. But you also have a subtraction with this is no regrouping. I will introduce regrouping in a second. This is one more example using the blocks. See, you have 45 take away 21. You can use also the blocks. You have 4 tens and 5 ones. You want to take 21 away. So you will cross out 1, 2 tens, because 2 tens are 20, and you will cross out 1 once, because 2 tens and 1. 2 tens and 1. Cross it out. What will be left? What will be left will be 2 tens and 4 ones. So the answer will be 24. You can also use the blocks to help you do the subtraction, or you can do simple column subtraction. 5 take away 1 equals 4, and then move on to the tens digits. 4 take away 2 equals 2. So this is the subtraction without regrouping. We did not have to regroup. We didn't have to do any change. But sometimes you have to what we call regroup the numbers. And that is when the number on the top is smaller. See here, if you have 42, take away 26. You're starting with the ones place. 2, take away 6. Can you do that? Can you put your 2 fingers up and can you take 6 down? No, because number 2 is very small number. It is small. We cannot take away 6 from 2. So what will we do? Look up here. You will take, because we have 4 tens, you will borrow from the tens group. You will borrow one group of 10 and you will move it to the ones group. Now you will have 1 10 and 2 ones. 10 plus 2 equals 12. You will have 12. And that is big number. Now you can take away 6 from 12. 12 take away 6 equals 6. Can you see? And because I took 1 10 from the tens place and moved it to the ones place, I need to cross it out. Now I have only 3 tens left, not 4, but 3. So 12 minus 6 equals 6, and I changed the number of tens into 3, and now you will use this number 3 to take away 2. 3 take away 2 equals 1. So the final answer is 16. This action is called regrouping, when you move the tens to the ones place. You regroup the group of tens into simple ones. And here I have, because you know that one group of 10 equals 10 ones. You see? So, I have a nice poem for you. Subtraction with regrouping. More on the top, no need to stop. If the number on the top in the top number is greater, if it's more than the one at the bottom, then there is no need to stop. More on the top, no need to stop. But if you have more on the floor, like here, this is top and this is floor. If you have more on the floor, go next door. Next door means borrow the 10 from the tens group. Go next door and get some more. Again, like in this example, see, you have here more on the floor. So go next door and get some more. You will take 1 10 and move it to the ones place and you will have more. So let's do the poem again. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and get some more. Once again. More on the top, no need to stop. more on the floor, go next door and get some more. Okay, so this is called regrouping. If you have the bottom number on the floor bigger, if it's more than the top one, then you have to go to the next door and borrow from the tens and move them to the ones. Regroup the number to make it greater and then subtract the numbers. And when you borrow the tens, that means the number of tens will be less. You need to change it. Okay, that was just subtraction with 2 digits, but we have 3 digits. That's my poem. More on the top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and get some more. See, one more example here. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. So if you have 2 minus 4, you cannot do that. 2 take away 4? No, because the bigger number is down. It is more on the floor. So what will I do? I'll go next door to the tens. Knock, oops, go back. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, tens. Can I borrow 1 10 from you? Sure, take 1 10. So they will give me 1 10. I will add it to this number. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Now we have big number enough because 12 take away 4 will be 8. But because the tens gave me one group of 10, they will have one group of 10 less. They will not have 6 tens anymore. They will have 5 tens only. And now they will have 5 tens minus 2 tens. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So, more on top, no need to stop. More on the floor, go next door and get 10 more. Numbers the same, 0 is the game. If you have 5 minus 5, that will be 0. You don't have to go next door. You don't have to borrow the 10. Now, we are of course going to work with hundreds. And here is an example. How will we work with hundreds? Have a look. 342. Take away 163. We always start with ones digits in this column. Where we will start? With ones digits in this column, okay? Now we have 2, take away 3. Can we do that? No, because the number on the floor is more. So we need to go next door and get 10 more. So I will take from these 4 tens, I will borrow 1 and I will add them here. 10 plus 2 equals 12. Now the number is big enough. 12 take away 3 will be 9. Now I will move on to the tens group. Uh-oh. Because I had 4 tens and I took 1 and moved it to ones, I am left only with 3 tens. Can you see? I have to cross out the 4 and write 3 on the top. Only 3 tens are left. Now I have 3, take away 6. 3 tens, I need to take 6 tens away. And that's a problem. What are we going to do? I cannot do that because 4 it's a small 3 it's a small number. You cannot have 3 and then take 6 from 3 away. So I will go and borrow 100 from next door, from hundreds. So I will go to hundreds. Hi, can I have one group of hundreds, please? And they will say, sure, take it. One group of hundreds has 10 tens. 10 tens. How many tens? 10 tens. So if you have 10 tens and 3 tens in here, 10 plus 3 will equal 13. Now you will have 13 tens. And you can take 6 away from 13. 13 take away 6 equals 7. You can also do the count on. Put the 6 in your head and count up to 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 7 fingers up on your hand. So the answer is 7. Now, because I borrowed one group of hundreds from the hundreds place, there are only 2 hundreds left. I need to cross away the number 3. There are no 300s, there are only 2 left. So change the number 3 of hundreds into 2 and then subtract. 2 take away 1 equals 1. So that's it when we're working with hundreds as well. We don't have to only borrow from the tens, we can also borrow from hundreds if the tens digit is very small. Okay, here is one more example. If you have 52 take away 37, 7 is greater number, it's bigger number on the floor. So we need to go and borrow next door. The next door neighbor will give me a group of 10 because this is groups of tens. The groups of tens from 5 will become 4 and I will have 10 plus 2 which equals 12. 7 count up to 12. 7 and count to 12. How many will be left? Sorry, I wanted to show you how you count on from 7 up to 12, like this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I counted up to 12. How many lines did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. Now I had to cross out one group of tens because that group of 10 went to the ones. Bye-bye that 10. So the 5 tens will become 4 tens. And now I will use that one to subtract 3. 4 take away 3 equals 1. Now let's go to practice before we start working on the textbook. Let's have some practice with subtraction, also using the tens, groups of tens, okay? Okay, my groups of hundreds are missing. I just realized now. They are not on the picture. Maybe I put them too much in the corner. So no problem, we will do that. We have 628. 600, the blocks of hundreds are missing. So I have to draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 600, then I have 28. 600, here I have 20, ignore this one, 20 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? Let's start with which digits? When we're doing subtraction or addition, we always start with ones digits. Let's go. We have 8, take away 3. Is it possible when you have 8 ones to take 3 away? Yes. 1, 2, 3. How many left? How many will be left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will have 5 ones left. We didn't need to do any regrouping, so I will put an X in this box. And also in this box. No, in this box. Now, we go to the tens. 2 tens take away 9 tens. 2 tens. Can you take 9 tens away from 2 tens? No. So what will I do? I will go to the hundreds and I will ask the hundreds, hundreds, can I have one block of hundreds from you? One block of 100 has 10 tens. So if the hundreds will give me one block of 100, which will be this group of 10 tens, they will have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 left. So this number will change to 5. And when I borrow the group of 10 tens, I will have not only 2 tens here, I will have 10, 11, 12. I will have 12 tens. This number will change into 12. I borrowed the 100 from the hundreds and they will have only 5 left. Also will change. Now I will count on from 9 to 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. How much is it? It's 3. Now, because I'm moving to the hundreds, because I changed the 6 hundreds into 5, because one block of hundreds was moved to the tens, I borrowed them to the tens group, I have only 500 left. Now I need to take 100 away. 5 take away 1 will be 4. And that's it. See? Let's practice some more. Oops. That's right, they are coming now. Okay, let me just get the hundreds. We have 563 and take away 328. Okay, ready? So, when we're doing the subtraction or addition, we start always with ones digits. 3 take away 8. When you have 3 ones, can you take away 8? No, the number at the floor is more. So what you need to do, go and get 10 from next door. So I will borrow the 10 from the next door, from the tens. They will not have 6 tens anymore. They will have only 5 tens left. And I will take that 10 right here to make number 3 greater. Plus 10, it will be 13. Now the number is big enough. 13 take away 8 we can do. Or we can do counting on. From 8 to 13, let's go. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Now, the ones digit is done. Now, because I took the tens and moved them to the ones digit, I have only 5 tens left. Can you see? So now I have to subtract 5, take away 2. 5 fingers up, take away 2. How many will be left? 3. Do I need to change anything with hundreds? Nothing. I don't need to regroup anything. 5 take away 3 will be how much? It will be 2. And that's it. The problem is solved. Let me get the hundreds because they are 935. Take away 481. Okay, do we have 9 of them? Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ignore this one. We have 900. Then we have 35. 30 and 5. Ignore the blue parts, please. Now we're starting subtraction with ones. 5 take away 1. Can we do that? If you have 5 ones and take away 1, is it possible? Yes, we can take 1. How many will you have left? 4. Did we need to do the regrouping part? No, we did not have to do anything. Move on to the tens. 3 tens take away 8 tens. Can we do that? If the number on the floor is more, you have to go next door and borrow from the hundreds because number 3 is too small. So I will borrow from 900. I will take this 100 and borrow it, and they will give me 100 blocks, which is 10 groups of tens. But because they will give me 100, I will have only 800 left. 800s will be left. I will write 8 in the box. Now, they gave me one block of 100, which is 10 tens. Now I have 10 tens plus 3 tens. It will be 13 tens. So 3 will go away. Now 13 is a big number, strong enough. I can take away 13, take away 8. It's possible. So you can do 13 take away 8, or you can count on from 8 up. 8 in your head and count on your fingers, or draw 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. How many lines did I draw? 5 lines. That's the answer. And now we're going to the hundreds. Because I am 100 less, that means I have only 800s left. And 8 take away 4 will be 4. That's it. The answer will be 454. One last time, I think, and then we will start working in the textbook. So we are doing subtraction with 3-digit numbers. And sometimes we don't have to regroup, sometimes we do have to regroup. When we're regrouping, it means we have to borrow from the next door neighbor. We have to borrow from tens or hundreds to make the number stronger, to make the number bigger. Don't forget, 8 always start with ones. 8 take away 3 is how much? Can we do that? Yes, we can, because 8 on the top is greater. More on the top, no need to stop. So 8 take away 3 will be how much? 5. We don't have to regroup. 8 is greater. 8 is big. No need to stop. Move on to the tens. 2 tens take away 9 tens. Can we do that? We cannot do that. Why? Because 2 is smaller than 9. 9 is greater. If the number on the floor is more, then borrow from the next door. I'm going to borrow 100 from 600s. They will give me 100 here. So, if they will give me 100 from here, they will have only 500s left, because 6 take away 1 means 5. And because they give me 100, I will have 10 tens plus 2 tens equals 12 tens. That will not be 2 anymore. Let's count on from 9 to 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. It will be 3. Let's move on to hundreds. Because I gave 100 away, I have only 5 left. So 5 take away 1 will be 4. The answer will be 435. And now take out your math textbook and open it on page 449, please.